Hi, this is Christina with the Sisyphean Journal. I'm doing the rant from my kitchen from my desk because I'm caught up on my dishes. I am just responding to something that came up in a really good video by Mike Winger. Um, he did what many people do, which is comparing abortion to the Holocaust. And I don't think that's particularly helpful because the Holocaust carries so much baggage with it that it just completely shuts off any actual thought about whether there is a parallel between this and abortion. And I think it's much more helpful to use the example of the Haun's Mill Massacre, typically spelled Haun apostrophe S, Haun's Mill Massacre. I provide a link below to the Wikipedia article about the Haun's Mill Massacre. It included a situation in which certain people were perceived to be causing problems and other people wanted to get rid of them, and what happened was something that we today would consider appalling. It wasn't considered particularly appalling at the time, I don't think, except by the victims and the people who sympathize with them. So Missouri was just a territory. It wasn't a state yet in 1838. Governor Lilburn Boggs actually signed an extermination order stating that the Mormons were to be driven out of Missouri or exterminated. So there it was. What was about to happen was perfectly legal. A band of militia descended on the small Mormon settlement of Haun's Mill and just started slaughtering men, women, and children, including a little boy who was cowering in the blacksmith shop. And again, this was perfectly legal. The Mormons were unwanted. They were considered troublesome. They were definitely not welcome. And killing them was legal. And in fact, the extermination order was not rescinded until 1972. And frankly, I'm surprised no smart aleck lawyer ever thought to defend a murder case on the grounds that the victim was a Mormon and there was an extermination order on the books. Therefore, there's this little carved out area where killing Mormons is perfectly legal. And so I'll use this when people defend abortion on the grounds that it's legal. Well, up until 1972, it was legal to kill Mormons in Missouri. Did that make Mormons not people? Did it make them non-persons? Did it make it morally okay to kill them? Could you just decide that your Mormon neighbor was a nuisance and put a bullet in his brain? So kind of bring up the Haun's Mill Massacre rather than the Holocaust when you're wanting to talk about legal killing of people because other people consider them problematic.